So, dear Dhamma practitioners, this is our ongoing meditation session. So, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. And once you get connected with the other network, we're ready to start the session for today. Okay, so dear Dhamma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, before we start our practice session, as usual, we'll take few minutes for ourselves to clarify how this meditation can help for us to develop our spiritual life. Because when it comes to spiritual life, sometimes people have different opinions regarding meditation. So it is very important for yourself to know how to do it and how you can gain the result out of it and how you can develop it. Always remember, knowledge or the practice, whatever you do, it should allow you to reproduce yourself. If anything not allow you to reproduce within yourself, that knowledge cannot provide the development or the change. It doesn't matter, you can follow it, but it doesn't allow you to change. So then always whatever you learn, see, can you reproduce something out of that what you learn, especially with your bodily, verbally, mentally actions? Can you use it to your life? Not exactly the same way, because whatever the formula or the method or the pattern or the structure, If you try to use exactly the same way, you become like a robot or the puppet. So that kind of teachings don't allow you to grow. So this meditation, especially with the tranquility meditation and the vipassana meditation, it allows you to grow, transform, change. So when it happened that way, we have to understand the cultural background from where these teachings come and how it happens. So when it comes to the Western world, it's mostly our life now depend on goal-oriented lifestyle. We have goal. We always look for the end. And when it comes to that, it doesn't matter for you. You always have the struggle, go towards the ending point, the finish line. So the journey you don't care. It doesn't matter whatever. It doesn't matter good or bad. So whatever the activities you perform, somehow you always look for the finish line. But in the Eastern culture, especially when it comes to the Buddha's teaching, it's more than the end result. You focus to the moment, and you focus to the path, and you focus to the things around you in the moment. See the difference? So one person focus to the goal or the finish line or the end result, and another person focus to the present moment and the position you hold, and at the same time environment. And not only that, you focused how other things contribute to the moment. So as example, so we are in the present moment right now. So you yourself at home. So just imagine that maybe your end result, your finish line, your final goal is liberation, nibbana. So you can think about it, and that is where all the dreams and the desires, the effort can focus to that. But if you focus to the moment, right now, and yourself, and at the same time your environment, and if you become more careful that you sit, before a few minutes ago, that you came to your posture, you sit here and you prepare it. So that is very necessary, more than your end result. And at the same time, you have to be aware and how that your environment, your other things around you contribute to the moment. So if you have that knowledge, that wisdom, then by the time the process will take you to the end result. So focusing yourself and having the effort and go towards the goal is one thing, and set up the environment and use your present moment and bring the result out of that, and then use the result to get into the end point is a totally different way. So you have to be very clear with these two techniques, because if you get it, you recognize that how you detach from the imagination, because the imagination itself brings the anxiety, depression, unsatisfaction, the fear. So these kind of things. But when we look for the happiness, satisfaction, so this is the very deep way that you can develop it within yourself. So that Another thing is you bring the total engagement with the moment, physically, mentally, consciously. And your experience itself become real. That is where you tune to the reality. So that nothing wrong, because whatever you imagine, you can become that. But the thing is, how you know that the condition of your mind that you used to imagine something is very important. Because that imagination can take you to something and it not maybe allow you to grow, change. So that's why the meditation, when you practice meditation, it is a method. Rather than go towards the goal, you become more focused to the moment and you set up this everything and get the best out of this moment. You work with this moment and the tools around you, and you get the best, and that little by little, little by little, little by little will take you to the end result. So when it go that way, it's like the ocean, because the ocean gradually, little by little, get lower. It's not like suddenly get deeper. So little by little, little by little. So you practice the same, moment by moment, moment by moment, step by step, step by step. So then you have to hold it to, rather than jumping ahead beyond the time, you have to be in the moment. That is a skill. But so that when you be in the moment, what happens? So that's what we're going to talk about today. So now you know why you have to be in the moment when you look for the transformation. So detach from the goal or the end result or the finish line, just settle down. When you settle down, you are capable to see the origin. Origin of what? Form, feeling, perception, volition, mental formations, consciousness, awareness, this all. You are capable to see. So that is not imagination. Because this all happened in the present moment. So tune into your form, feeling, perception, volition, consciousness, this all is what we call present moment. So then what happens? You are capable to see the beginning of the form. You are capable to see the beginning of the feelings. You are capable to see the beginning of perception. You are capable to see the beginning of choice. You are capable to see the beginning of consciousness. So that is why when it go into the beginning, what happens? You come to the present moment, but that present moment doesn't mean you become like a zombie. Like always in the present moment, you don't care about what happened in the past or what's going to happen in the future. So it always in the present moment doesn't mean you disconnect from other information, just you go with whatever is there. No, when it comes to the present moment, what happened, it take you more deeper into the past, more further into the future. And then your recognition become more stronger, wider. So that is what happened through the tranquility meditation. So otherwise you don't get kind of like a shutdown from all other information. And then you see the beginning of the form, feeling, perception, volition, or the choice, or the consciousness. And at the same time, you're capable to see the end. Why? Because the present, when you come to the right point, it shows you the beginning and it shows you the end. And not only that, you are capable to see the gratification of the form, feeling, perception, volition, sensation, or the choice, or the consciousness, that all you experience in the moment. So the gratification means what? The satisfaction or the result that you gain out of the pleasure or the self-centered desire. You're capable to see it. You are the one who know that. We learn through the books, we learn through the lectures, we learn through the schooling, we learn through the listening to the monks or the gurus or the whoever that you follow. But still, that's just the information. But now you see the beginning, you see the history, you see the end, and you see the gratification, how the end result comes. So what happens after that? Because as example, it like this, that you like to eat sugar. So it is a desire arise in the moment. So it's a kind of like a feelings connect with the emotions. But now the doctor need to tell, maybe don't eat sugar, or maybe you listen to some YouTube or some kind of medical program or anything, maybe through the books or somewhere. But the thing is, when in the present moment, when the mind become clear, so you recognize it yourself, how much sugar you should eat per a day. But now we learn through the labels, but it doesn't work for you. It helps in a certain level, but your body has a different way of handling it. And maybe as example, sugar. For some people, they need some kind of sugar per a day. Maybe one kind of like milligram, but another person, that person need maybe 2 milligrams per a day. So then you yourself, your own consciousness can recognize how to behave. That is a wisdom that you gain. But now what happened? We always go with the outside. But there is a wisdom in you. There is a doctor in you. There is a guru in you. There is a monk in you. There is a Tripitaka in you. There is a Dharma in you. You may never saw that, never heard it. You always into outside. So the meditation is a method that you gain access to that inside. So sometimes it's like this. Maybe when you read a book, you recognize, oh, exactly. Oh, that is what I thought. So then, why you need the book to clarify it? Maybe you're listening to a talk and then you exactly, oh, that is what I thought. Exactly that person tell what I thought. So why somebody else need to clarify what you thought? So what happened to, because now you know somebody say exactly the same thing, maybe far away from another country, you never saw that person, you never heard anything about that person. Suddenly you may be listening to YouTube video and then that person telling. And then now you know, oh, that is what exactly I thought. That's right. but still remember, you didn't get the point, because it's still that you depend on that person that you heard. You clarify what you knew through the other person. Don't do that. Don't do that. Then what will happen? Again and again, again and again, you have desire to listen, desire, you disconnect from that. No. Then slowly start to see in what environment, in what kind of situation, in what time, and how was your mindset in that time when you thought about it. And remember, if you are capable to tune to that again, if you maintain that mindset a little bit, then you will tune to different channel inside you. So meditation is like that. You tune to a higher channel. You clarify with your thoughts, because the hindrance is our own thoughts. Jam happen, this signal jam happen because of our own thoughts, not something outside. That clarity you gain when you practice the meditation. Another thing is that when you become very clear with the present moment, you recognize the drawback, or what are the disadvantage, because always not the good things happen. It always not take you to exactly the right place sometimes. But when you tune to the reality, no one need to tell where it take you. You know yourself. And then you are capable to recognize that. So when you know this, when you tune to that, what happens? You develop the power of escape. That is what you need. Escape. From what? From your own form, feeling, perception, choice, consciousness. Can you escape from that? When something comes to your mind, if you most of time now what we does, so remember the difference. Now it does, when something comes to our mind, we say, oh, by society, the culture, tradition, we heard this is good, this is bad. So now we follow that. Maybe something come to our mind. So the form, then we think, oh, that is not good because the society say not, it is not good. And maybe we have feelings and we see it, but now we think, according to the society, we think it is, oh, this is not good. Perception, so whatever we see, hear, smell, taste, feel around us, maybe we like to see, but we don't see it because the society or the culture, the tradition, or the by law, it is prohibited. And because of that, you resist. For children, it is good. It need that. Okay. And choice, form, feeling, perception, volition, the choice, when it comes to inside you, always you have a choice inside to go for it or go away from it. No one can take that choice. It's a kind of like, you can name it as free will, but it's more deeper. Like when because whatever we do, end of the day, it is our choice. So sometimes we don't do it because of the cultural barriers. And sometimes we can't do it because we are weak. There's no way we can get it. So then maybe we stay away from that. So like that, there are many reasons. And the consciousness, and we hold it to it, and we take it as me. and we go with it, we live with it, and we become it. And sometimes we don't do it because of the cultural barriers, because of social validations, and maybe because of we don't know how to do it, or maybe because of we are weak. But this escape is not like that. When the form happens, what happened? In that very moment, you see the origin of that form. See how deep that you can go with that is what called clarity. When the forms arise in your mind, in that very moment, you are capable to see the beginning of that form. So then there's no doubt. You know from where it came. And at the same time, you see the end of that form, where it can take you. And at the same time, you see the gratification of that, the satisfaction of how it related to the self-centered desire. And at the same time, you see the drawback, this disadvantage of that form. When you are capable to see that, what happened? You develop the power of the escape from that, get out of the form. So just imagine when something arises in your mind in that very moment, it is not, be very clear, you not do it because of the fear base. You not do it because of the social validations. You don't do it because of the cultural barriers. Now you see yourself, it is not profitable for you. If it is profitable, you go for it. If it is not profitable, you withdraw from your own form, from inside your mind. You escape from that. More than the escape, it is good. Withdraw yourself. Step back. And the feelings, the same method. When the feelings arise, so as example, for foundations, we observe the feelings, we recognize the feelings. So you have to be in the present moment. Now you see your feelings without any interference from the outside. Now you see yourself, your own inner feelings. When you see it, what happens? You are capable to see the beginning of the feelings. That is where you know this happened as a result of causation, not because of someone else's choice or someone else kind of like interference. You know how the feelings arise. And that knowing, it is just not the moment. You know the beginning of the feelings, and at the same time it gives the wisdom where are these feelings going to end and how it going to end. And not only that, you see, if you go with these feelings, what kind of gratification going to happen. And at the same time, you recognize the drawback. What are the disadvantages that happen if you go with it? And at the same time, when you see this, all the four qualities within your own mind regarding your own forms or the feelings, you are capable to accept it, or you are capable to open for it, or you are capable to withdraw yourself or escape from it. That is what happens when you go deeper with the meditation, when you see yourself. And the perception, when you are tuned to the clearly with the present moment, so with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, so whatever you perceive in that very moment, you are capable to see the origin of that perception, and you recognize the end of that perception. You know what will happen. So as example, you know that from childhood to to the old society and say, there are things, don't watch this kind of things. Don't listen to this kind of things. And it's not because of maybe it's not going to bring the result end of the day. Because if you keep watching it, what happened deeply, if it affect for your character, and maybe within another 10 years, 20 years, deeply it's going to change your behavior. So that's why maybe from childhood it say, don't watch this. See, the result going to happen within another 10 years or the 20 years in a very different, totally different environment. But when you tune to the present moment, what happened? You see the end. That doesn't mean maybe in this very lifetime, or maybe after death, maybe in another lifetime. You can see when you really tune to the present moment, when the perception arises, when you perceive something, you are capable to see the end result of this perception, even maybe thousand lifetimes away, ahead. That is where you recognize the karma. Then you know, oh, I should not do it. I should not watch it. Why? Because you know where it can take you. It's kind of like a decoding a system. So that is where you go. Just imagine when it comes to that eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, object, whatever you perceive, with your perception, you are capable to withdraw yourself from it inside. Or if it is profitable, you are capable to go with it. Then you don't need a kind of like somebody tell, do it, don't do it, because now you yourself recognize. And just imagine if you are capable to do that way, how comfortable you are, how peaceful you are. And there is no fear in you. So that is what through this meditation you earn. That is what you gain. Form, feeling, perception, volition, or the volition take us to the choice. We can take a very simple word, choice. Form, feeling, perception, and the choice. When it comes to the choice, that's why you are totally responsible for your choice. So how about then, if you know when you're going to select something, when you're going to take something, when you're going to go towards something, if you know the beginning of it, and if you know the end of it, and if you know the gratification of it, and if you know the withdraw or drawback of it, how comfortable you are. And most of the time you may heard, as ordinary people, we all say, oh, I didn't know it will happen to me like this. Oh, I didn't know that time it will take me to this kind of situation. See, because you didn't see the end. But when you tune to the present moment, that is what you gain. And when you gain that, within your own choice, if it is profitable for you, you accept it, you open to it, you welcome it, you go with it. But if you recognize, oh, this choice going to take me to trouble, difficulty, and it is unprofitable for me, so then you are capable to withdraw from it. You are capable to escape from it. That power, if you earn that power yourself, remember, it is more powerful than all the nuclear weapons around the world. Because that one choice can change your entire the samsaric journey. So if you don't have that, what will happen? We don't know what will happen to us. We don't know where we go, where we don't know our life. So that is where the fear arises. That is where unsatisfaction arises. That is why that the anxiety, depression, that is where we become debtor to certain things. Maybe as example, we live a life, but we don't know after we die where we go. So then you have the fear, oh, I may die, then I don't know what will happen to me. Then what will happen? Maybe you are afraid for the death, or maybe you are afraid that what will happen to you, something, maybe you hold it to some kind of things, and then you keep worship that, you hold it to that, and then you believe it as the God, and you think in that little small, whatever the object will rescue from after you die. No, look into yourself. And if you are capable to see 1 minute enough for you to change that whole, because whatever that 1 minute, if you are capable to bring the clarity to yourself, remember that all your samsaric journey, that everything can erase. As example, just imagine you have many, words type on the computer, and then you select that all, and if you select that all and push the end button, the delete button, that everything capable to go. Just imagine your trash can in your computer. So maybe 1 year, all the old file, you put it to the trash, and then you go to trash and it has empty your trash, and once it's just a enter button, that's it. Then what happened? That all the collected trash files is go done. So the same thing happened to you. That's why even end of your life, 1 minute if you have with the clear consciousness to be, that's enough for you. That's enough. So don't afraid for life. Once you know the mechanism, don't afraid for that. Maybe this everything not going to be very clear in the moment, but the power of escaping, withdrawing yourself, little by little, you can do. And then the consciousness, form, feeling, perception, choice, and the consciousness, being with yourself, carrying it with yourself, becoming yourself. That is your consciousness. So it always, you have power to be who you are, and you have power to withdraw from that. And I have power myself to withdraw myself from this monkhood. That tomorrow, if I want, if I wearing, that just as like a ordinary person, the lay person cloth, and I go and start in a different place, maybe so that my whole consciousness, accept this monkhood, and I be with it. So same thing with you, at whatever the life you have, you always have to be with that. But most of the time, we don't see it. We don't take a very conscious decision to be with ourselves as who we are. We kind of like a trap. We don't know. We have power to change ourselves. We have power to become ourselves. We have power to change who we are. So that is the ultimate power. So then it starts from your day-to-day life. Maybe you are lying down early in the morning and you want to wake up. It's 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the morning. And if you are in the LA, if you wake up after 8 o'clock, you miss half of the world, because already in the other side of the world, they already passed the half of a day. So if you want to be more productive, and if you are in LA, you wake up 6 o'clock, and then you are the one who need to decide yourself to get out of the bed. That is a very conscious decision. That is where you lead the consciousness. So wherever you go to the hotel, you go to dinner, you are the one who select yourself what to eat. Maybe if your husband or the wife is the boss, maybe they take the menu and tell, okay, you eat this. Sometimes I have seen like that, sometimes helicopter parents, or you do this, you do that. And sometimes I have seen this husband wife go and they are the one who select, or you sit there, or you drink this. Then you have to accept it, and enjoy it. But remember, you always have the choice. So take it, use it. When you use it, our mistake, we don't use that. That's why it's not powerful. So use it. Give the priority to your consciousness and know that you are capable to escape. So as example, you wake up 6 o'clock, you can escape from that sleeping bed and you can go with it. If you want to lie down more 30 minutes, take a conscious decision. Don't just fall into sleep. You take a conscious decision and be there. So that is where, if you want to go to some place or do something, make a very clear, conscious decision yourself to be with it. Then you will see it will little by little change your life. That change is necessary. So that's why in the being in the present moment doesn't mean, remember, you become zombie. You become kind of like a robot. You become kind of like a detached from everything. You don't know anything. Some people explain about the present moment like that. You in the present moment and your whole awareness is only for that. If I see this pen, I see only this pen. That is present moment. No. You recognize the beginning of this, end of this, what is the purpose of this, and what you can do out of this. And that whole entire, you don't miss anything out of this related to this pen. And that is where you can take a very clear, conscious decision to be with it or withdraw from it. So we don't go with the pen, this outside. It is more deeper inside with your form, feeling, perception, volition, or the choice or the consciousness. So then always look into that. It is 24/7 available. Always look into that and be with it. Master yourself with that. And then day by day, you will see. At least try to catch one thought. At least try to I don't want to use the word challenge, but practice point of view. Challenge for your feelings. Challenge for your perception with the conscious decision. Take some more than go with it. And sometimes there are a lot of time we have to withdraw from it, but there are sometimes we have to go with it. Accept all that. Be open to that. Maybe we don't like it. It's like a very healthy, organic medicine sometimes because it is no taste maybe. So in that very moment, you need a very conscious engagement with that. No, I want to go for it. So like that, when do it knowingly in day-to-day life. Maybe there are situations come, you have to engage with people and it is very difficult, very horrible for you. You don't like it. But maybe other person need that. So with the compassion, take a conscious decision. Behalf of that other person, you do it, not for you. Because you know that you are capable to not to do it, but with the conscious decision you take, a decision to be that, the gratification, you don't have the self-centered desire, and you know that unsatisfactory nature, but still you are capable to transform it to generosity or the loving kindness. So like that. So you don't want to give something, I don't want to give. It is that. It maybe came out of, you see the beginning, it came out of the anger. And it, if you don't give it, maybe that other person going to be unhappy. So you see the end also, and you see the gratification, and you see the drawback. And when you become very clear with your own inner feelings, or the perception or the choice, maybe rather than escape from that, because that escaping provide your anger, that increase your anger, it increase your self-centered mind, egocentric mind, it disconnect from you. But if you go into, if you're more open to other person or the environment or that situation, maybe it help you to transform your anger to generosity, loving kindness, like that. So that power. So always remember, look into that and transform it yourself. So then you will see, you will enjoy, you will going to get a totally different way of lifestyle. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit now. So your right palm on your left, and neck straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. Bring attention to your body and scan head to toes yourself and say Sopateva, or may I be well and happy, 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment, with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. Do nothing extra. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also as far as you can through galaxies, other planets, stars. So with clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy, without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ettavata me sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Imaya Dhamma nu Dhamma Patipattiya Buddham Pujemi Dhammam Pujemi Sangham Pujemi Attaya Imaya Patipattiya Jati Jara Vyadhi Maranam Ha Paribunjisami Idam me punya kammang asavakkaya vang hotu sabba dukkha pamunchatu. Bless.